sneezing. Nobody has control of that. What do you have to do? I want you to think about this long after today, kind of like that song, Phenomena, from the Muppets. You're welcome. But what are your have-tos? I think all too often women feel an overwhelming amount of have-tos. Many times women feel as if we're living everyone else's life, except our own. We go to work, pay the bills, run the errands, buy and cook the food, and keep it all together. Or, as Tommy Pickles from the Rugrats would say, our responsibilities. But do we really have to? And the truth is no, we don't. But before you skip soccer practice and your taxes, hear me out, there are options. You don't have to pay taxes. I mean, there's fines and possibly time. And you don't have to pay the light bill. There's blankets and candles. But I, for one, I like my heat and my air conditioning, and many times in the same day here, and some of you know how true that is. And I like ordering groceries online in my pajamas. I like having coffee in my comfy chair. I like those conveniences. We like those conveniences. So yes, we choose to pay those bills and run those errands. And the key word is choose. Not have to, not get to. We choose to. And when we choose, that is powerful. But choosing is not limited to running errands and paying bills. It extends into how we experience life itself. Through our thoughts, our emotions, our actions. That's where your vibrational flow comes in. And that's what I want to talk about today. Your vibrational choices. What is vibrational flow? And that is the movement of everything that you do. Thoughts, emotions, actions. Now science tells us that everything is made of atoms, and atoms are energy. So guess what? You are energy. I mean, your body runs on electricity. Your heart beating, your neurons firing, your cells communicating, and it all creates frequencies. Your thoughts are electrical impulses between neurons. And your emotions generate measurable vibrations. And that is what Dr. David R. Hawkins mapped out in his book, Power versus Force, where with over 20 years of research and 250,000 calibrations, he charted our emotional frequencies in his map of consciousness. Now he found that shame, guilt, and fear, those are low frequencies. And as we move to the higher ones, we find gratitude, peace, and love. Raising your vibration is moving up that emotional scale. You are literally a vibrational being in biological motion. You are a 24/7 live streaming event. You are an algorithm. Now, we all have heard of algorithms. I hear people talk about that all the time now. Think about it. When you like a post on social media, or you search for something, what happens? You start seeing more of that content. And your life experiences and your vibrational flow work the same way. What you focus on through your thoughts and your emotions is what your live stream of experiences offers more of. Now, best-selling author Dr. Joe Dispenza puts it this way. The thoughts are the language of the brain. The feelings are the language of the body. And how you think and feel create your state of being. Okay, but first we have to become aware or conscious. Ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? Where am I flowing? That is your algorithm. And if your mind is stuck in a state of worry and frustration, like, what else could go wrong today? Or why does this always happen to me? That's the vibration you are broadcasting, and your algorithm will offer more experiences to create that worry. Now that could be extra bills, or delays to and from work, or a flat tire. There are a lot of experiences that vibrate at a frequency of worry and frustration. But when you choose to focus on gratitude and peace, you change the algorithm and you change the results. Now, I remember when my daughter's father and I separated, and I was scared. My income was not enough, and I was just full of doubts. But at the time, I was part of a discussion group. We were exploring gratitude practices. I thought, I can do this. So I started saying thank you for everything I could, like the taste of blueberries and the smell of banana nut bread baking, my fuzzy socks, a good writing ink pen, and paying the bills. Yes, I said thank you. When I said thank you for the ability to pay the bills instead of feeling the worry, my algorithm offered more abilities instead of reasons to worry. Now, nothing changed at the time, same job, same paycheck, but I changed. And soon, life responded differently. Because I was choosing gratitude, gratitude was showing up and showing out. Money started showing up in unexpected ways. Gift cards and help from friends and discounts and upgrades and everything I needed started flowing to me easily. And like a social feed, life offered more of what I call gratefuls. It was always my choice to focus on the lack or abundance, the fear or the gratitude. And every time I got more of what I was choosing. So remember, you don't have to. And you don't just get to, you choose to. Every thought, every emotion, every action is a choice that sends a signal into your personal algorithm, your vibrational flow. So the next time you feel or say, I have to, take a pause and a breath and ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I feeling and where am I flowing? Because this simple awareness can turn obligation into empowerment. And that is how we stop living by default and start living consciously by choice, vibrational choice. It's your life. It is your flow, and it's always your choice. Thank you.